inert mass is vector. The inertial mass in the direction of motion is different from that in the perpendicular plane. Here is why. An implicit rule of physics. Any model of a physical phenomenon is an approximation. It is impossible to achieve absolute reality. To illustrate this rule, we take a simple example. Make a cube with sides measuring 1 absolute meter. No engineer knows how to do it. Conversely, given a golden cube, it is impossible to demonstrate that it is an absolute cube. In both cases, the reason is the same. We can only measure a length with uncertainty. This makes the fundamental difference between mathematics and physics. All models of a physical phenomenon are valid in their field of application. For example, modeling a human. 人 is a Chinese character that denotes a human. Its area of application is linguistic communication. Here is an Egyptian hieroglyph that denotes a human. Its area of application is the delivery of a message. Here is an image that represents a human. Its field of application is the illustration of morphology. The three previous models all represent a human, but they are increasingly precise, but none of them manages to represent a real human in the smallest of details, especially if it involves atomic details. In physics, the principle is the same. All models have their validity. The one closest to reality wins, but none will reach reality. Modeling of inert mass. The inert mass of a particle is a vector with the following two components. Linear mass, ml, inertia in the direction of the particle's movement. Perpendicular mass, mp, inertia in the plane perpendicular to the direction of movement. Here is the formula. A modeling of inner mass. Definition of terms in the formula. 重, the neutral charge of the particle. This is the energy equivalent mass. V is the speed of movement, c the speed of light, mp the perpendicular mass is equal to zhong, the neutral charge of particle. When a particle is at rest, the linear mass merges with the perpendicular mass. ml is equal to mp is equal to m0 is equal to zhong 0. Example of the photon. The ml is an infinite value. The mp is equal to zhong, the neutral charge of the photon. Link with gravitational mass. Gravitational mass does not have the same definition as inertial mass, but there is a link between the two. Gravitational mass is omnidirectional. It is identified with the inert mass of the plane perpendicular to the displacement. In astronomy, it is observed that the direction of the photon changes when it passes through the proximity of a large mass. This confirms the present model. Application. A photon exits the black hole. In a black hole with a OZ symmetry axis, if a photon moves along the OZ axis, then the force of attraction experienced by this photon is zero, thanks to symmetry. Since the speed of the photon is constant, this photon will remain in the OZ axis. As long as the photon remains in this OZ axis, it will eventually exit the black hole. An illustration from the Internet. Gravity property. User for website. For more details, https nonstandardmodel.org, http jax.dong.free.fr.